Hey everybody, it's John from the Gloucester Library, and for today's Let's Draw seashells. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to start with one down here, and let's make like a V shape to start with. Just like that. And then lightly connect it with a curve on top. And we're doing it kind of light because we're going to make this a little, give it like some little bumps and texture when we're done. And then two little lines coming off the bottom, just like that. You can leave your little point sticking out on the bottom, and then have those curve up like that into your shell. And now what we're going to do is we're going to draw lines down the shell. So let's start right here with the middle and do like a line that comes up and comes up like that, and just have a bunch of them. Try to leave pretty close to the same space between them. They can get closer together as you get to the ends, but kind of close if you can. And have them all come out to the end like that. And now what we're going to do, since we did this line a little bit light, kind of lightly, so we're going to make these bumps that connect them just like that. So it has a little bit of a little bump on the end of each one. There we go. And the same thing here. Let's bring our lines out. I'm going to do 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Makes 4 little places for our bumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And that's our first shell. And our next one I'm going to put right here. It's going to have kind of a squiggly, wavy line going up the top part. So I'm going to start right here and go 1, and the squiggles get bigger as you go along. So 3, 4, 5, and then have it come down into like a curve. And then I'm going to kind of do the same squiggles on the bottom to match the top. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on this part, it's got an even smaller bit of squiggles that curve around. Goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little ones. Goes across like that. And then there's one little part that comes out back. It almost looks like a tail at the back of the shell. And now with these parts, I'm going to connect those with some lines that go across. Just like that. Kind of follow the curve. And just shows like there's some ridges that make them up. And you can even put like some lines on these squiggles here too to show that there's kind of ridges in them on the shell. Alright, and one more. The one down here I like is that it's fairly simple, but it looks really cool. It's a spiral shape in the center. So start in the center and little by little spiral out and leave yourself more and more space. Make your spiral go bigger and bigger, and then stop and let it curve in here to make a bottom. That's it for that one. Just spiral out and then Once you reach the end of the outside, make a little curved part to connect it to the other part of the shell. Alright, so let's add a little bit of color. I'm going to maybe make them a little bit different colors than you'd see them in nature, just because I want to, add some color to it. So the plain one, I'm going to make this the plainest one. I'm going to just add gray to that one. I'm going to pick a tool on here that is like a colored pencil, and I'm just going to kind of follow some of the lines, color kind of lightly, and then I'm going to press down hard to do the shadow. Same thing here, lightly, and then press down hard just for a little bit of shadow there. And this one I'm going to add some orange to. I'm going to make it kind of like a white and orange shell. So maybe I'll do some of that gray first on the bottom, just to show some of the shadows there. Yeah, just like that. And then I'm going to add my orange. So I'm going to pick an orange color, and I have it kind of on the bumps and the ridges here, and on the top of this part. We add like some little specks in there, and maybe like a little bit on the top here. Alright, and then this one, I think I'm going to color this one in like a purple color. I think I've seen some pretty purple shells like that I really like the look of. And we're just going to kind of do a spiral type way of putting my color in, just by making little circles there. And then for the shadow, and press down harder where I want my shadows to be, here at the bottoms. And there we go. Alright, and if you want, I'm going to add like a little bit of a tan type color for the sand. So if you want to do that, you can do that too, just so that adds a little something to our background. And I'm going to try to do it all kind of like this type of thing, kind of like doing little curved type strokes. Not like a big curve, just little ones, just like to show maybe like little bumpiness or waviness in the sand. And also just to have like all of my strokes going in the same direction. And then around the shells, like the bottom parts, I'm going to color in and press down a little bit harder, so it looks like there's shadows underneath them and around them. Mostly underneath here. I might not do any around them, just underneath. That would be good. Yeah. Alright, so there are our seashells. I hope you enjoyed today's Let's Draw, and I hope to see you next time.